Hello tubers, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and thank you for watching Cooper's Thai Adventure. Welcome back. Today is a topic that I wanted to discuss for a very long time. But before I do, I just want to say thank you to all of our subscribers and all of you that have bought us coffees in the last couple of weeks, that have done it outside of our live streams. I want to say thank you because I just haven't had the time to thank you personally, so I'm thanking you live on air while you're currently watching this in your home, on your cell phone, your tablet, or your laptop, or your TV, so it is highly appreciated. And today's topic is a hard one, and it's one I've been wanting to make for a few months, and I hope I don't offend any of our female subscribers out there. And if you do get offended, please understand this was not my intention to offend anybody. So I'm going to handle this subject as gently as I can. So this isn't an all-male channel. We do have quite a lot of female subscribers and families too. So I have to respect everybody. And the topic today is passport bros. And before I get into it, we do also have passport females. What is a passport bro? What is a passport female? A passport bro is the type of guy that says, hey man, I'm tired with the West. I can't find what I'm looking for out here. The cost of living is too expensive. I got to get up out of here. You know, I don't want to worry about how I'm going to pay my next bill. And also, a passport bro is somebody that's just looking for a different type of woman, is the best way I can describe it. Because I know I'm a passport bro. I'm here in Thailand and I married an Asian woman. My wife is from the Philippines. Everybody knows that watches our channel. She's been on many of our live streams, and you all have spoken to her. And if you're new to the channel, give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, by the way. But passport bros, they're getting a bad rap back in the West. And I had the same thing. Why are you going to Asia? You know, what's wrong with American women? Now, I'm American, so, you know, this is what my family said to me and my friends. What's wrong with American women? You know, why can't you find a decent American woman? And it's not that I couldn't find a decent American woman. It's more of what type of woman that I'm interested in. For me, I've always been attracted to Asian women. I find them the most beautiful women in the world. Some people are attracted to white women, black women, you know. Me, it's Asian women. That's who I am the most attracted to. So it's a personal choice. And for those passport bros out there, you know, I feel for you, you know, getting all this stigma, you know, and negativity from your family and friends. And it takes a special kind of man, you know, to take that kind of abuse. I'm going to call it what it is, folks. You know, I don't sugarcoat nothing on the channel. To me, that's mental abuse, whichever way you look at it. You know, you can't fault a man, you know, for looking for an old-fashioned woman. And I know, wait. Y'all going to say, hey, Coop, there's old-fashioned women over here, you know. I'll get the bashers in the comments. But, yeah, there are. But there's not as many as there are in Asia. And that's what it's about. Because in the West, old-fashioned women are hard to find. For those old-fashioned women that are watching our channel, you know, you'll know you're one of a kind. You really are. For majority of us, we can't find that. So we have to leave our home countries and come over here to Asia, Thailand, Philippines, wherever you choose to go, because there are a lot more of them over here than there are back in the West. And I respect that, guys. I really, really do. I do respect it. You know, I wanted that. I wanted a old-fashioned woman with old-fashioned values. Modern women, I'm not hating. It's just a preference. You know, guys are built differently than women. Our brain works differently than women. Our emotions, our thoughts, our likes, our dislikes are all built differently than women. If you ever get a chance, read a book. And I rarely shout out anybody on the channel, you all know. But I once read a book, maybe some of you have heard it. It's called Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, okay? And boy, that was an eye-opener to me. You know, I didn't realize when women said something, I was translating that word for word in my brain, but when they say stuff, it actually means what we think it doesn't mean. Yeah? So read that book. I'm not going to get into a heavy debate about that one, but y'all know what I'm talking about if you read it, and if you haven't read it, you need to read it. It's a big eye-opener. So anyways, for those passport bros, I do feel you. You know, I get that, you know, we like the fact that most Asian women, I gotta say most, aren't as promiscuous as Western women. Okay, now we got good Western women, but I'm going on a percentile scale here, folks. Who wants a Generation Z woman, I'll say, that's got a body count of over 50? I sure as heck don't. For one, I wouldn't be able to trust her. And that's very important to us guys, trusting the woman that you're with. You know, these millennials, call them, you know, they grew up differently than us. You know, back in the West, in high school, by a certain age, you were called names if you didn't lose your virginity. Yeah, you all know what I'm talking about. Men and women that watch our channel, you know what I'm talking about. You were pressured by your peers in high school. Oh, you're still a virgin? And you were afraid to say you're a virgin. You even lied about it and said, no, I ain't no virgin. You know, because you didn't want to be stigmatized back in the West. Well, it's gotten a lot worse since then. A heck of a lot worse. Now in the West, you know, it's normal to go out every single weekend and sleep with a different person. Yeah, you could do that here in Thailand too, if you want to pay for it. But the majority of the Asian women out here got a lot more respect for themselves than they do in the West. And again, I'm going by percentile. So I'm hoping I'm not offending anybody here, and I'm not trying to. But let me give you a perfect example. My wife, Darlene, we met in Kuwait, okay? Her kids are not my kids, Bunchy and Leanne, but I feel like they are, and they call me dad. And they say I'm the only father they want to know. That's their choice. I never brought that on them. I never told them that they had to. And when Darlene and I were dating, they called me Uncle Cooper, okay? It was their choice. Now we're married, and they want to call me dad. I respect that, you know. I told them, you can still call me Uncle Cooper. No, we want to call you dad, because you are very much like a father to us. And I appreciate that, you know. I respect that. For some guys out there, they'll be like, hey, Cooper, you know, I couldn't marry a woman with children. Well, that's their personal choice. To me, I love kids. I've got 4 kids. I got a son in California. His name's Charles. I got 3 kids in England. They don't talk to me. And the reason they don't talk to me is because I cut them off financially once they finish college and high school. I said, now it's time for you to make it up on your own, like my mom and dad did to me. You know, I love those family values. My mom and dad said to me, you know, hey, it's time for you to leave the nest and fly for yourself. It was hard, yeah, but I made it. And it's gonna be hard on my kids, but they made it too. And, you know, a couple of my daughters got mad at me because they wanted things like a new car and wanted me to buy it for them. Shit, they're married, they got their own damn kids, and they're asking dad to buy them a new car. Hell no, get your husband to buy you a car. You know, What's the world coming to when, you know, the husbands don't even take care of the wives and they expect their families to take care of them, you know? No, man up to the younger generation out there. Man up, take care of your wives, take care of your business. And for those passport bros out here, they're living the good life. All of our subscribers, I gotta say this, folks, 98% of our subscribers are single males. 98%. YouTube analytics tells us, you know, 98% are single males. And 2% are mixed between family and single ladies. And we do have single ladies, call them passport women if you want. Their reasons to want to retire to Thailand are much in the same way as the men. Some of them just want to live the rest of their life, you know, without a partner. Maybe went through a couple bad divorces, whatever, and just want to live the good life. Don't want the hassle of a relationship. I get that too. And for those of us like myself, that coming out here meeting, want to meet a good woman, you're going to find them. You are. Every one of our subscribers that's tried to find a good woman has found her. Every single one. And in happy relationships. You know, I've got subscribers that came out here when our YouTube channel just started, been here almost a year now, been with the same woman ever since. And said, Cooper, I love it. This woman can't do enough for me. She clips my toenails, gives me a back massage, you know, cooks my food, cleans the house, takes really good care of me. And they're happy as Larry. And she's happy too, because he's providing for her. He's given her a roof over her head. He's provided all the food and clothing and everything else. So yeah, I guess you could say it is a financial arrangement, but it often turns into love. And a lot of our subscribers have found that. They found love here. And my hat's off to them. You know, I found love with my wife, Darlene. And, you know, I never forget, you know, how special she is to me. I tell her every day, you know. That's just it. So for those guys wanting to leave the West because, you know, the next generation's coming in is even messed up than what we were, I got you. I understand you, you know. And when I met Darlene, she'd only been with one man in her life. One. And that was the father of her kids. Just one man. I was the second man that she'd ever been intimate with. And I'll tell you what, that was a huge green flag for me. Y'all know what I'm talking about red flags. Well, that was a green flag. That was like, wow, you know. If we were in the West, I'd probably wouldn't believe the woman. Here in Asia, yeah, most of them are going to tell you the truth straight out. And the way they're taught in the Philippines is to respect their bodies and not to have sex until marriage. Fantastic. You know, my hat's off to all those Filipino women that have done that, you know, and Thais and Japanese, Koreans, you know, all the Asian women that have done that out here. My hat's off to each and every one of you. And that is a big attraction to a man. Body count matters. It really does. We want a woman that's pure, almost, as close as we can get to pure. Well, most of us anyways. Some of us may want women with a lot of experience, and you know what I'm talking about. But for majority of us, as a percentile again, I would say we all want, looking for that pure and old-fashioned women. Well, over here in Thailand, you're going to find it in abundance. Get away from the bar girls, okay? You're not going to find that purity there, I'll tell you now. But get out here to Jomtien and a little bit beyond. You're going to meet a lot of pure women out here that just want a man that can take care of them and respect them, you know? Not a man like the younger generation. Get the girl pregnant, don't even care, and just leave her and dump her. I hate it when guys do that, you know? If you don't want to be with her in the first place, wear a damn condom. You know, if you're just using her for a bit of fun, wear a damn condom. You know, you're affecting a human being's life. That baby, you know, that baby deserves to grow up with a mother and a father. And a lot of us out there are looking for mother figures, you know. My mom, for example, raised 10 of us. 10, yes, 10. You know, I've got 4 brothers. I'm the oldest brother. And I've got 5 sisters. She raised 10 of us. God bless her. She was at home every day taking care of us. And she went even out at night to help support my dad and worked at a bar, you know, on the military base that we were at in Germany at the time. And she worked in the bar, and during the night, always made sure we'd had dinner on the table before she went to work. But she did everything she could to support us kids and to support her husband. And a lot of guys would be like, hey, Cooper, where can I find one of them? You know, because that's what you remember. You know, you remember how your mom was to you. And I think that's sort of embedded in a lot of us guys. That we're sort of looking for that mother figure, because that's what we were used to growing up. I'm not saying you're attracted to your mother by all means, folks. I sure as heck ain't. Even my mom's a beautiful woman in herself. No. But I'm attracted to that type. And the Asian mentality did it for me. That was it. You know, I'd been married to a Western woman, married for quite a few years. Didn't work out. But I did try at least. And the whole time I was married to her, you know, whenever I'd see Asians around, I was always like, wow, there's some beautiful women, some beautiful Asian women. And I like how demure they were, you know, polite, friendly, beautiful smiles. And that was it. It melted my heart every time I saw one of them. And after my divorce to my first wife, I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to find me one of them Asian women. And if I ever get married again, that's who I'm going to marry. And I did. I married Darlene. And I haven't looked back since. You know, wonderful, happy life. And you know what they say? A happy wife is a happy life. That's absolutely true. You know, we rarely have arguments. And when we do, they don't last very long. Minutes. You know, and then we're laughing about it and giving each other a hug and both apologize, and then it's forgotten and over with. To me, that's the perfect relationship. You know, instead of what it was like with my ex-wife, it was like one argument led to another argument, and we were constantly angry. I voluntarily stepped on the sofa because I didn't want to be near her. It drove me nuts, you know, and in the end, you know, it got me so depressed. And that's what causes a lot of illnesses in life, folks. You know, depression can cause strokes, heart attacks, all kinds of crazy medical stuff, you know. And I get why you want to live here. Women that are here, having a fantastic time, loving it. Men that are here, having a fantastic time, that's loving it. And my wife was a bit skeptical about me making this video. You know, Cooper, you got to be very careful how you word this. And I thought, hang on, you know, I agree with you, honey. You're right in some respects. But at the end of the day, I have to support my fellow men out there just like she supports her fellow women. And because majority of our channel is male subscribers, I felt that I had to make this video and tell you my thoughts on it. And that I understand you and I agree with you 1,000%. Make your own damn mind up. Don't let your family influence you. You want to come over here, whether to be retired and just enjoy yourself, you know, and not have a serious relationship, my hat's off to you if that's what you want. If you want to come out here and find a good woman and settle down and want somebody to take care of you in your old age until you die and is going to be there beside you, you're going to find it here. No brainer. You're absolutely going to find it here. And what better place to come than Jomtien, Thailand? So until next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all. Stay tuned.